Today we're going to be ranking all the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon TCG sets, including holiday and regular sets, based on their top 5 chase cards. From worst to best, let's get into it. The worst set of the entire Scarlet and Violet era by a country mile is Shrouded Fable. When you have a pot as your number one most expensive chase card, you're not getting off to a flyer, are you? The Persian, it's okay, I like it, but it's not setting the world on fire. Pass, hard pass for me. In 15th place, we have Stellar Crown. Now, it's still a great step up from Shrouded Fable, don't get me wrong, but the SIRs in this set are quite disappointing. The Squirtle and the Bulbasaur are fantastic, but they're just regular illustration rares. It doesn't really have a hell of a lot else to it. Look, there's better options, let's just say that. In 14th place, we have Scarlet and Violet base set. Now, we've got Gardevoir and the whole Gardevoir line as the sort of chase cards for the set. I feel like they're a poor man's chase card. They're no Charizard, they're no Pikachu, they're no Mewtwo. But it does an okay job. It's not a terrible set, but it's not overly exciting in any way. In 13th place, we've got Obsidian Flames. Now, Obsidian Flames, it's not quite your classic Charizard set where it's Charizard or bust, but it's close enough to it. There's a few good other cards. The Pidgeot's cool, the Clefairy's cool, but none of those really top tier chases. And even the Charizard itself could be better. Next up is Temporal Forces, which I actually think is a relatively underrated set. It's got those ancient versions of the classic legendary beasts, and it's also got the Ghastly and Gengar line, but the cards themselves are a little bit niche. They don't have that big of a fan base, and the artwork could probably be a bit better, but overall I do like it. Just missing out on the top 10 is Journey Together. We've got the one big chase card in the release Clefairy, which is really cool, and there's some other okay SIRs like the Salamence, Enzorok, but the set overall is quite small and it loses that excitement pretty quickly. In 10th spot, we've got White Flare with that red Victini and the white Reshiram cards as the key chasers. Look, I quite like this set, and it's hard because it's so new, but I just feel like the nostalgia might wear off, and I'm not sure these will be quite as popular as some of the other sets in the series as time goes on. Just beating out White Flare is, of course, Black Bolt, and many of the same points will still apply here. It's still got the Victini, it's got the Zekrom, but some of the other chase cards are just that little bit better than White Flare. We've got the Seismitoad and the other art of the Zekrom, which I think just gives it that little bit extra. This is going to be a bit controversial, but at 8 I have Paradox Rift. I think this is so underrated. I know on first glance it's not quite as exciting as some of the other sets, but when you look through the set in its whole, it's got some really meaty cards, some good stuff there. Apart from this stupid cheese stick, you know, things like the Roaring Moon and the Groudon, they're just so good. At 7, I've got Paldea Evolved. Now this set is carried hard by that Magikarp, that fantastic Magikarp. There's a sprinkling of some other good cards in there, as we can see from this top 5, but gee, without that Magikarp, this would be significantly further down the list. Just missing out on the top 5 is Twilight Masquerade, and similar to Paldea Evolved, this set is carried hard by the Greninja. When you're talking about actual Pokemon cards, there's not really much else in this set. What it does have is a couple of really nice trainers that is quite unique. Not a lot of the other sets in this era have it. At 5 is Surging Sparks, and this is the real upper echelon of this list. Anything from here on out is a banger of a set. Here, the top 5 overall is not the greatest, but the top 3 is unreal. We've got the Pikachu, the Melodic, and the Latias. So good. Haven't put a foot wrong with those 3. 2 words for you. Bubble New. Paldean Fates, again, it's a hard carry by a single card, but it does have a couple of other cards to back it up. When you've got probably the most iconic card of the entire generation, how could it not be top tier? How could it not be right at the very top end of this list? You could probably make the argument to order the final 3 in whatever order you like, but I've got at number 3, 151. That iconic Kanto list of Pokemon cards. The Venusaur, the Blastoise, the Charizard. It's got it all. It's a fantastic set. But if we look at the top 5 overall, I do think the others just beat it out. In second place, we've got my personal favourite set of the entire era, Destined Rivals. Just look at that Mewtwo. and on all sides surrounded by absolute bangers of cards that would probably be the best chase card in most other sets. And if we're talking nostalgia, this has got it in droves. What a fantastic set. In the top spot, we've got Prismatic Evolutions. Look all around. Rainbow borders, evolutions, the big dog Umbreon. This set is just money. I mean, look at it. And when we're talking top 5, it's really hard to go past. As much as it hurts me, I love Destined Rivals, but this is number 1.